It's your girl Najimade E. Welcome back to my channel. And I know you're probably thinking, hold up, wait a minute.
It's a 22. Pew, pew, pew. Pew, pew, pew.
Where the hell you been? I can explain. I basically just been chilling pretty much and like taking time for myself and trying to really get into the space of wanting to record or wanting to be productive, but that's been kind of hard. But today I literally just got the random urge to record, so I was like, heck yeah, I'm gonna do this. So this is a topic that means so much to me because it's a huge part of my identity and how I grew up and what I saw growing up. I'm pretty sure a lot of other Black females and males can resonate with this message, but there was a point in my life where I was kind of stuck and I was very young, and the things you see, especially in the media, affect you in so many different ways, and it affects your perspective, and it makes you really think about yourself. It makes you think about the people around you. And one thing that was really a huge debate, you had your team light skin versus team dark skin, you had your curly hair versus nappy hair, whatever that is,
and that's on period.
Basically I grew up hating my hair, and I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one who feels that way. I honestly believe that we're in a different stage now as a people when it comes to self-love, self-appreciation, self-acceptance. But I can like vividly remember maybe that 2009, 2010-ish period, because around that time I was 9 or 10, and you start to become more aware of yourself and how other people look at you as you get older. And when I say get older, I mean, children usually don't really care, but as you get into that sort of tweens or early teenage stage, people start making comments. And kids are mean as hell, okay? But people start making comments, and you pay more attention to movies, you pay more attention to commercials, you pay more attention to what you see when you walk into the beauty supply store. For me, growing up as a young Black girl, I would see the shampoo commercials, the conditioner commercials, the hair care, all of that. And none of those girls in those commercials had my hair type. I have 4C hair, and y'all other girls and guys with 4C hair, you know the struggle. Like this is not easy, and no one tells you how to deal with it or how to take care of it. Everybody tells you, just throw this on it or do this to it or cover it up. I was basically frustrated at this thing growing on my head, and even though it was a part of me, I felt like it was a separate entity, and I was just so angry, and I was confused. Like, why was I born with this hair texture? Why is my hair so difficult to deal with? Why couldn't I be born with a looser curl pattern? And you best believe, every time I walked into a beauty supply store, I was headed straight for the relaxers. I was headed straight for any product. I was literally scanning for any product that promised or guaranteed that by the end of the day my hair was gonna be damn near straight or looser curl pattern, and like that's all I wanted. And I obsessed so much about hair, more than anything else, really, because yes, it is a huge part of your identity. It really, really is. And I know I always preach like, yeah, it's just hair, but it's different when everyone is telling you your hair is ugly. Maybe not to your face, but there are subliminal messages, and there are certain things in place that you look at, and then you look at yourself and you're like, why don't I look like that? And trying to find yourself, especially as a 9-10-year-old, you believe everything around you and you want to look like everything around you. So that's just the girl that I was at that time. I was sort of disappointed with myself for something that I couldn't even control, and it led to me just like hating myself and hating what I saw in the mirror, and hating that I had to wake up and deal with my hair every single day. And like I said before, no one teaches you how to take care of 4C hair at all. Like it's literally seen as like bad hair. You know how people be like, oh, she got good hair, or you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, really, what is good hair? The hair that you're born with, that is good hair. Healthy hair is good hair, whatever texture that might be. But did I know that at the time? No. Did I want to know that? Probably not, because I was so stuck on the idea of having long straight hair. And a lot of those issues that I had with my appearance translated into very low self-esteem and just really an overall hatred for being black. And this probably sounds crazy now, but like I said, in 2009, 10, those early 2000s, like things were really, really different as far as the overall aesthetic. Now, but a lot of my friends know that I love the fashion. I love the makeup. I love how everything was so simple and but it was so classy and unique. But what I'm talking about really is how there was a certain type of black girl that people pushed. And when you're looking at these commercials, you're looking at these movies, you're looking at these music videos, you don't see yourself. But that's who everyone else sees as desirable. So it's kind of like you want to mirror what everyone else thinks is desirable. And some people probably think that a 9 or 10-year-old doesn't have any business caring about what other people think. But at that age, like especially if you're more mature than other 9, 10-year-olds, you just tend to notice certain things, and you tend to notice how certain people get treated based on the premise of what their hair looks like or how much lighter they are than you. That was a thing. I like the neighborhood that I come from is a sort of rough neighborhood, and I feel like there was a lot of ignorance because the people who are from where I come from at that age in particular, like I'm cool with the people I grew up with, and now we are all much more mature. But at that time, you know, I hate to bring socioeconomics into it, but I feel like it's absolutely necessary. But where I grew up, people were worried about how they looked and what shoes they wore and what their hair was looking like, even though like there really wasn't a means to care too much about that. Meaning I come from a low income household. I come from a low income area. I went to school in the inner city. A lot of kids were poor, including me. So it's just like, you know, why is that your priority, and why do you feel the need to belittle another person because they don't look like you, or because their hair isn't relaxed, or because their shoes aren't name brand, or whatever the case may be. And I was bullied a lot. I was bullied a lot. Definitely bullied for my hair a lot, and that was another thing that played into me hating it. You know, but it was something that I couldn't change, and so I was in a box, I felt like. And I felt like I was trying to escape that box, but you can't, because this is how your hair grows out of your scalp, and it's in your DNA. You can't change it, and that's just that. Now, I'm starting to love my hair even more, and I was just having a conversation about this the other day, about how far I've come. In terms of like self-love, especially my hair, because of how big a part it was of my ID. And like even growing up, like getting my hair done, there were some days I'd be in the middle of getting my hair done and I didn't like how it looked because it wasn't that laid, like super silky type of look, you know, and you know, my afro was poking through, my blackness was poking through, and I didn't like it. And I would literally be crying over my hair, like seriously. You know, even in high school sometimes. I had an aha moment the other day, and like as you guys can see, I've started my lock journey, and it really is a journey, because you'll start off in that stage where like you just feel ugly and you don't feel feminine at all, really, because you know, femininity is defined by so many things, but more specifically in this society as long hair and just like unbelievable beauty. And you know, we equivalate long hair as beautiful hair. So I was definitely feeling a little ugly at first, but now I've come to love it. And I had that aha moment when I stood in the mirror and I really looked at myself, and I got super close and up close and personal, and I looked at my hair really, and I realized in that moment what it really was and what it really meant, and that this was something that was growing out of my head. That fact alone is mind-blowing. And I looked at myself and I was like, this is something that is literally growing, sprouting out of my head like a plant, and it's so beautiful, and it's mine, and I don't have to cover it up, and I don't have to hide it, and I don't have to really do too much, you know, because it's just beautiful like that on its own, and the fact that it's flourishing is beautiful. So from there on out, I learned to love my hair even in its early lock stage. And I think that now in 2020, I think we're in a different space as a people, and I think we're becoming more aware of our royalty and just our overall power and the energy we hold as Black people, and you know, especially in our skin, especially in our hair. And I think that we're embracing darker skin more, we're embracing coarser hair, because it's what makes us so unique. And I'm happy now that, you know, I've come on this journey, and I've come a long way. I've definitely come a long way in terms of seeing myself as beautiful, or seeing my hair specifically as beautiful. That took me such a long time, and it was so difficult, but I made it, we made it, and I'm so thankful. Like now I couldn't ask for a different hair texture. I love my hair, absolutely. Even on the bad days, I love it. If you would have asked me 10 years ago, would I ever wear my natural hair out, I would have looked at you like, girl, what are you talking about? No. Oh, hell no. But now you ask me, would I ever try to do anything different? I tell you no, because I love it so much. I love my hair, and I hope that this message resonates with a lot of other Black people, because you know, we've been put down, we've been told we're ugly for years and years, and we've been treated the same. People were literally getting treated better than me in school. Like, I was being bullied to tears, and there were people who, you know, didn't really have any redeeming qualities, but because they met that standard of long hair, pretty face, straight hair, pretty face, they got better treatment, and it sucks. It really sucks. But now I hold my head high, and my hair is my best friend, so I couldn't ask for it any other way, seriously. But if you relate to my story, make sure you comment, make sure you like, you subscribe, reach out to me. I'll put all my social media in the description below. Again, I hope you enjoy this video, and you guys have a nice day.